It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 3 in 4S Ranch. Here's a good place to start. I got this pot replanted with a Portulacaria aframinima. Look at that 5-gallon gorgeousness. See, this pot looks like it's been here for years, doesn't it? I still have to top dress. I think I'm going to do some burgundy lava rock in there. But I've got cotyledon, crassula, blue elves, more crassula, Portulacaria. The only soft thing I have is a little sedum in front, and it's not really even that soft. So tomorrow is Friday, and Greg and I have the succulent baby, so we won't be here. But on Saturday, we'll redo this pot too. But oh my gosh, the difference. Hannah and I worked out these pots today. I made a trip to Planter's Paradise and I got my pots. Once Greg messes with the irrigation in these beds, we rock. We're going to move these pots over here to the flanks. This is a Petalanthus macrocarpa. It will get kind of tall, but rather than plant in the ground, I decided to go with the pots so that we could get some instant gratification. We also filled the pots in the bottom with old wood chips and leaves and just, you know, basically organic crap so that we didn't have to use so much soil. Greg went ahead and converted all of the old irrigation to subterranean drip, and it hasn't been stapled down or manipulated yet. It's just loose here in the bed. So this is something that has to be done on Saturday. Once he gets the lines all taken care of, he'll attach little micro sprayers so these bromeliads can get water in their little cups. Remember also to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I really appreciate that. Let me know you're here. Also, update on the shop. We have come up with a Runamucky shirt for you to purchase. It should be available in the next day or two, and it is on point. Okay, moving on. Oh, also, in a lot of these empty spaces here, this is where a lot of that rubble is going to go. You know, sometimes you see an empty space, but a plant just won't do. It's too much. So you can take some rubble or smaller rock, like what we have piled up in the back on the fake grass, and you can pop those little rubbles in. I recommend doing that before you throw down your top dressing rock, because then it looks a lot more natural and it doesn't look like those little boulders have been set right on top of the top dressing. I still don't know what top dressing I'm going to choose for this. We'll see how I feel. But, you know, we still have a lot of plants. We still have our gutters to do. Greg is actually at home right now customizing those gutters, poking holes in them, shoring them up, and painting them. I went and, as I said, I got some pots. We got lots of fun talavera. Client loves color. Check this out. Right? How cute is that? I'm going to stage my little saguaro talavera in the landscape at the very end of the project. Here's that rubble that I was talking about over here that I'll be pulling into areas in the side. I'll also be probably putting this rubble in some other key places, but I want to surprise you with that at the end. These are plants that we still have to stage. We did get a lot of finish work done around the edges, but I will no doubt still be pulling some more plant material in. So this is one humongous, gorgeous tapestry framing out this green grass. Our client's daughter would like to have additional gutters to grow herbs. So we're trying to figure out where would be the best place microclimatically in this yard to put those. It's a little sunnier over here where they're growing other food. So we may do them over on the shady side of the garden, TBD. But we still have some, you know, some mini boulders to stage. We still have some plants to sink. You know, at some point in the winter, these fruit trees are going to be moved to other places because, not me, somebody planted them way too close to the house. So those are going to go when they're dormant. The client has purchased a couple of new raised beds. So we're going to stage those for her here, smooth this all out, rock it in. Look at how good this looks. Just this pebble. You know, they've got some of these woolly woolly pocket planters, just staged on simple river rock. It just looks so nice and so clean, and I like this so much better than wood chips. And as I mentioned earlier, all of our aloe cameronii we planted as cuttings. Now be careful, I can do this here in the land of milk and honey in North County, San Diego, and get away with this. We don't get much of any rain or anything. These will harden off and re-root pretty quickly, but in the meantime, because they're so stressed, because we cut off all the roots, these are going to turn a blood red and be absolutely gorge. This little persimmon tree was here when we got here, and I just love it. So Greg wrapped it a couple of extra times with irrigation, and I may plant out a little bit more underneath it. It doesn't matter. This is really well-draining soil, so the succulents won't care about additional water and fertilizer being put on this tree. I do it at my house all the time. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity reporting from 4S Ranch with day 3 of a 5-day project and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, everybody.